Yeah. Are you ready? Our next experiment will be what, Dax? Now you're not gonna talk? You've been talking this whole time. Yes, tell them. We're ready to show you our next experiment. Okay. Say our next experiment, we're gonna show you some electric eels. Say I learned how to make my gummy worms jump. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey mamas, our next experiment that we're gonna be doing for you is called electric eels. So don't worry, they're not real eels. They're just gummy worms, but we'll walk you through everything. Okay, mamas, these are the things you'll need for the electric eel experiment. You will need a cup of water. You also need a half a cup of vinegar, a cup to half a cup of vinegar, white distilled vinegar. You will need 3 to 4 tablespoons of baking soda. You'll also need gummy worms. Make sure that you have a fork or something to start with on hand. And then you'll need a clear cup or a clear bowl, and also another side bowl. That doesn't have to be clear. You'll mix your baking soda and water in that, so it doesn't need to be clear. So the prep that we did for this experiment is I went ahead and I cut up our gummy worms lengthwise. The trick is to make them as thin and small as possible so that they're able to move in the experiment. You'll see why you don't want like this big heavy gummy worm at the bottom of your glass. And then I went ahead and I mixed our baking soda and our water in the other bowl, not the clear bowl. And I went ahead and mixed that up already, just so we had that over to the side. And then I went ahead also and poured our white distilled vinegar in our clear glass. Just so we could just move, and I didn't have to worry about pouring things. But if you have an older kid, it'd be great for them to do the measurements for you and pour all that. Dax is too little to do that right now, so I had to do that all for him. So once you're ready to get started, grab everything, sit down, and then you will use your fork, put your gummy worms on it, and then place them inside of your baking soda and water mixture. And you will leave them there 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. Make sure they're coated and you're marinating those worms good, marinate them. Because if you don't, the experiment won't work. You'll see why later. We didn't exactly do it the way that I'm telling you to do it. Once your worms are nice and marinated, you will use your fork and take them out and one by one place them into the vinegar. And then you will see lots of bubbles, lots of things going on in your cup. And that you'll start seeing them jump up and down in the cup. Make sure your kid doesn't try to take them out like mine did. Otherwise it defeats the purpose of the experiment. But just make sure that if your worms are not marinated good, I'm gonna keep saying that, that's my new word, marinate. If they're not marinated good, then it won't work as well. But I will tell you later on what you can do if they aren't. You don't have to worry about cutting up more gummy worms. You can just wash them off and start over again and place them back into your baking soda and water, and then let them marinate again for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then you can place them back inside the vinegar. If you notice, like we did, that you're not getting a lot of reaction, you can pour some of your baking soda and water mixture into the vinegar, and then that should really get the party going for you. And then you'll start seeing your worms jump up and down like you see now, and that is the cool part. So Dex really was interested in seeing the worms, and he kind of like jumped back and looked at them. And also he was interested in taking them out of the water and doing it again. So the science behind our electric eel experiment is this. Our worms were coated in our baking soda mixture, basically, and when we placed them into our vinegar, the baking soda on the worms start to react with the vinegar, and they form all these bubbles. And the reason why you see the worms jumping up and down is just the chemical reaction with the baking soda and the vinegar. So we've done previous experiments. If you haven't seen them, you can go back and look. Our colorful experiment eruptions that we did, that was also baking soda and vinegar, except we just saw bubbling. But this time the bubbling caused our worms to jump up and down. And so that's the electric eel effect that you see. Honestly, I would say the hardest part of this experiment is cutting up the worms. My scissors got a little sticky, so make sure you wipe those off. Other than that, it was super easy for us, and we really hope that you like this experiment. Yay! All right, mamas, if you like this video and your kids loved it, please make sure that you like and comment and share it with everybody you know. We're just really excited to share our science experiments with you, and so we hope you loved it. Who is that baby? Look, who is that? Dax. Okay, say whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, you did. You did learn it. You did learn it. Okay, see you later. Where are you going? You don't want to talk to me? Oh, I got you now. You thought you could get away from me? This is a baby toy. Psh. Peekaboo. 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 Where's Dax? Where's Dax? Peekaboo. Peekaboo. There's Dax. Where's Dax? There he is. Where's Dax? Where's Dax? There he is. Goo! See you later.